You are a ghost in your own life, moving through rooms you built but are never allowed to rest in. Right now, as you listen to this, your time is being harvested by people who wouldn't know how to carry a single ounce of your burden. You feel that tightening in your chest, don't you? That's the sound of your own potential being suffocated by the needs of others. You are losing your years to a role you never auditioned for. From the moment you were told you were so mature for your age, a debt was placed on your shoulders, a debt you have been paying with your blood, your sleep, and your sanity ever since. You have become the pillar of a house that is rotting at the foundation. If you move, it falls. So you stay still, turning yourself into stone while the world demands more of your strength. Every time you say, "I've got it," you are signing away another piece of your soul. You are being rewarded for your own disappearance. You aren't strong, you are just well-trained. You were broken into a shape that is convenient for everyone except yourself. Your childhood didn't end, it was stolen. It was traded for the comfort of adults who were too weak to lead themselves. You think you are the hero of the story, but in reality, you are the horse being ridden into the ground. When you collapse, they won't mourn you, they will look for a new horse. This is the moment you realize the strength you're so proud of is actually your prison cell. The bars are made of your own reliability. If you don't learn to drop the weight, it will become your headstone. And the people you saved will barely remember your name once you're gone. It wasn't your choice to be the rock. You were cast in that role because the people around you were water, formless, weak, and constantly leaking their problems into your space. You think your hyper-independence is a personality trait. It's not. It's a trauma response. You learned early that no one was coming to save you, so you saved everyone else instead. They praised your resilience because it saved them the trouble of caring for you. Your competence was a gift to them and a curse to you. You have been exploited by a system that feeds on the strong. The world loves a martyr because martyrs don't ask for anything in return. Your parents, your friends, your partners, they didn't fall in love with you, they fell in love with the peace of mind you provided them. You were the emotional garbage disposal for everyone's unhandled baggage. They dumped their darkness into you because they knew you could take it. You never learned how to receive, you only learned how to endure. You are a master of the storm, but you have forgotten how to breathe in the sun. This exploitation was framed as love, but love doesn't require you to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. That is called a sacrifice. You've been gaslit into believing that your needs are too much, so you buried them deep, creating a hollow space where your identity should be. The people you protect aren't grateful, they are entitled. They don't see your effort, they see your function. You have become a utility, like a light switch or a faucet. No one notices you until you stop working. You were forced to grow up so fast that you skipped the part where you learn who you are. You are a finished product with no history. The strong one is often just the person who was the easiest to ignore. Your silence was mistaken for strength. You are tired, but you don't know how to stop. Because if you stop, you fear you'll realize there's nothing left of you. It is time to stop being the solution to problems you didn't create. It is time to let the world break if it means you can finally breathe. To understand the architecture of your internal prison, we must look to the man who stared into the abyss of human will, Arthur Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer didn't care for the polite lies of society. He saw life as a relentless cycle of striving and suffering. He understood that those who carry the most are often those who are the most alone. He wrote, "A man can be himself so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love liberty, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free." Schopenhauer knew that your strength is actually a form of bondage to the will of others. He saw through the mask of the dutiful child and the reliable friend. He teaches us that the world will consume your energy until there is nothing left but a husk. This philosopher was a man who chose the cold truth over the warm lie. His philosophy is a scalpel, cutting away the delusions that keep you subservient. Listen closely, for what he reveals will destroy your current life to make room for a real one. Lesson 1. The Competence Trap. When you are too good at surviving, people stop helping you thrive. Think of the times you were drowning in work or emotion, and everyone just assumed you had it under control because you didn't scream. This happens because humans are biologically wired to ignore the squeakless wheel. Your silence is interpreted as a lack of need. Today, practice being incapable of one small thing. Let someone else handle the detail. Drop this in the comments. I am the destination, not the pursuit. This knowledge is for protection, not for destruction. Use it to build a wall around your peace. Lesson 2. Emotional hyper-vigilance. You aren't empathetic, you are scanning for threats to keep the peace. You walk into a room and immediately know who is angry, who is sad, and how you need to change your behavior to fix it. You developed this as a child to manage the unpredictable moods of the adults around you. It was a survival tactic. Today, when you sense someone else's bad mood, tell yourself, that is their weather, not my climate. You are not a weather vane for other people's storms. Lesson 3. The Ghost of Potential. You are living for the person you could be for others, not the person you are for yourself. You push yourself to the brink because you believe your value is tied to your output. If you are not doing, you are not being. This is the result of being praised only when you were useful as a child. You learned that love is a transaction. Start today by doing completely useless and unproductive for 30 minutes. Reclaim your time. Drop this in the comments. My stillness is not a crime. Lesson 4. The Burden of Secret Needs. Your strength has made you a stranger to your own desires. You find it impossible to answer the question, what do you want, because you've spent a lifetime asking, what do they need? You suppressed your needs to make yourself low maintenance, but low maintenance is just another word for forgotten. Today, ask for one thing you want, not need, from someone else, even if it's just a specific type of coffee. You have the right to be difficult. You have the right to be a burden. Lesson 5. The Savior Complex. You try to fix others to avoid fixing the void inside yourself. You attract broken people because they are a familiar project. If you are fixing them, you don't have to feel your own exhaustion. This is a redirection of your own pain. You are the one who needs the saving you keep offering to the world. Today, when someone brings you a problem, offer empathy instead of a solution. Let them carry their own weight. Drop this in the comments. I am not a repair shop. Lesson 6. The Fear of Abandonment. You think if you stop being the strong one, people will leave. You believe your utility is your only currency. You fear that without your strength, you are unlovable. This belief was etched into you by people who only showed up when they needed something. Today, test a relationship. Say no to a request and see who stays. The ones who leave were never there for you anyway. Those who benefit from your lack of boundaries will always complain when you set them. Lesson 7. reclaiming the inner child. You must go back and give yourself the protection you were forced to give others. You were a child who had to be a soldier. Now you are an adult who must learn to be a child. This requires mourning the life you never got to have. It requires being angry at the people who let you carry too much. Today, do one thing your 8-year-old self would have loved. Buy the candy. Go to the park. Play. Drop this in the comments. I am taking myself back. The masquerade is over. The heavy robes you've worn to protect the world are now rags at your feet. You are standing naked in the truth of your own exhaustion. The old you is dead. That version of you, the one who lived for the thank yous that never came, has finally collapsed